You're sitting in your favorite chair, watching the news, and you decide it's time to get up. You go to push yourself out of the seat and suddenly you feel it. Your legs feel like lead. You feel unsteady. You have to rock back and forth, bracing your hands against your knees just to find the momentum to stand. If this sounds like your daily routine, you aren't alone. But here is the hard truth. That struggle is not just part of aging. It is a warning sign. When you lose the ability to stand up effortlessly, you are losing the most important functional movement you possess. Today, I'm showing you the exact physiological reason your body is fighting you. We're going to cover not just the why, but the hidden saboteurs in your own home that are making it harder. And I'm giving you 3 specialist-endorsed exercises, what we call foundation moves, to fix it. If you practice these consistently, you aren't just standing easier, you are reclaiming your independence. Let's get to work. Why is standing up becoming a battlefield? It's rarely just weak legs. It's a breakdown in what specialists call the kinetic chain. When you stand up, your brain sends a complex signal that requires your core to stabilize, your glutes to fire, and your quadriceps to push. After 60, we often develop what we call gluteal amnesia. Your glute muscles, the largest and strongest muscles in your body, literally forget how to engage because of too much sitting. When your glutes go on vacation, your back and knees have to do the heavy lifting. That is why you feel the pain in your lower back or the stiffness in your knees when you rise. You aren't failing because you're old. You're failing because you aren't loading your foundation. But it's also a matter of efficiency. Think of your muscles like an engine. If your engine is misaligned, you burn more fuel for less power. That's what's happening in your hips and knees. When the muscles around your hips are weak, your body compensates by tightening up your lower back, leading to chronic tension that makes every movement feel twice as heavy as it should. Before we even look at the exercises, we need to address something we rarely talk about: your environment. If you are training your muscles but living in an environment that sabotages you, you are fighting a losing battle. First, footwear. If you are doing these exercises or just walking around your house in loose slippers, flip-flops, or socks on a hardwood floor, you are reducing your stability. You need a shoe with a firm sole and heel support. If you aren't anchored, your brain will subconsciously limit the amount of force your legs produce to prevent you from slipping. Second, the chair trap. Is your favorite chair too low? If your knees are higher than your hips when you sit, you are starting from a deep squat position. That increases the load on your knees exponentially. If you can, add a firm cushion to your favorite chair. Raising your starting position by just 3 inches can cut the effort required to stand by almost 40%. The first move is non-negotiable. We have to bring those glutes back online. We're doing the glute bridge. The specialist fix. Lie flat on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Keep your arms at your sides. Now, drive through your heels, not your toes, and lift your hips toward the ceiling. At the top, squeeze those glutes as hard as you can for 3 full seconds. Slowly lower back down. Do not rush the descent. The eccentric or lowering phase is where the magic happens. Aim for 3 sets of 10. If you do this daily, you will feel your lower back pain begin to vanish within a week. Pro tip: if you don't feel this in your glutes, you might be arching your back. Keep your rib cage tucked down toward your hips. Imagine you are trying to zip up a tight pair of pants. That simple adjustment engages your deep core and forces your glutes to do the work. Once your glutes are awake, we need to apply that power to the movement you struggle with: standing. This is the functional sit to stand. The specialist fix. Use a sturdy chair if you have armrests. Use them for safety, but don't pull with your arms. Keep your feet slightly back toward the chair. Lean your torso forward, this is key, until your nose is over your toes. Then drive through your heels and stand up tall. Most seniors fail here because they try to stand straight up like a soldier. You need to lean forward to shift your center of gravity. If this feels hard, start with a cushion on the chair to make the seat higher. As you get stronger, remove the cushion. Common mistake: don't let your knees cave inward. Keep them in line with your second toe. If they are caving in, it means your hip stabilizers are weak. Take a slightly narrower stance if that helps you keep the alignment correct. Now we add stability. Standing isn't just about glutes, it's about balance. The wall-supported lunge builds the unilateral or single leg strength you need to catch yourself if you stumble. The specialist fix: stand sideways to a wall. Place your hand on the wall for balance. Step 1 foot forward, the other back. Lower your hips straight down. Do not let your front knee cave inward. Keep your chest up. Push back up to the start. By using the wall, we remove the fear of falling, which allows you to put more effort into the actual muscle work. If you have been avoiding because you're scared of losing your balance, this is the solution. Progression. Once you feel steady, move your hand further away from the wall so you are touching it with just 1 or 2 fingers. Eventually, try doing it with only a hover of your hand near the wall, but not touching. You are building the nervous system's capacity to handle your own weight in an asymmetrical position. So, how do you know when it's time to level up? This is what we call progressive overload. If an exercise is easy, your body has no reason to get stronger. For the sit to stand, if you can do 15 repetitions with perfect form, it's time to move to a lower chair or remove the cushion. For the glute bridge, if 3 sets of 10 feels easy, start doing them with a pause at the top for 5 seconds, or try doing them with one leg extended, keeping the other foot on the floor. The goal is to always be just challenged. If you are struggling so much that your form falls apart, you are doing too much. Better to do 5 perfect repetitions than 15 sloppy ones that could cause an injury. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen. For the next 30 days, I want you to perform these 3 moves: the glute wake-up, the sit to stand, and the wall-supported lunge 3 times a week. That is it. Do not try to add weights yet. Master the control. Master the slow lowering. Master the lean. You will feel a dramatic difference in how you get out of your chair, how you walk, and how confident you feel in your own body. Your independence is not a given. It is something you build, 1 rep at a time. The struggle to stand is the body's way of asking for help. Don't ignore it. Give it the strength it needs, and it will return the favor with years of mobility. If this video helped you, please hit that like button. It helps this message reach other seniors who are struggling to stand. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Age-Wise Fitness for more specialist-endorsed moves. Keep building your foundation, and I'll see you in the next video.